Okay, what if I told you that an ancient map of the stars could be your personal guide to getting ahead financially? Today, we're going to dive into how Vedic astrology is being used, not just for self-discovery, but as a real strategic blueprint for building wealth. So let's just get right to it. This is the big question, isn't it? Can you actually get rich using astrology? I mean, we see these wild headlines all the time, but is there anything to it? The material we're looking at today tackles this head-on. And here's the core idea. Your birth chart isn't some magical lottery ticket. Think of it more like a blueprint, a highly detailed map of your unique financial DNA, your strengths, your weaknesses, and most importantly, your hidden opportunities. All right, so if we're treating your birth chart like a treasure map to wealth, the first thing we have to do is find the landmarks, the places where X marks the spot. According to Vedic astrology, your entire financial story is told through four key areas, or houses. The second house, that's basically your bank account, your accumulated wealth. The fifth house is all about speculation, think stocks, crypto, that kind of risk. The ninth house is just pure, old-fashioned luck. And the 11th house, this one's huge. It's like your annual profit and loss statement, showing your gains and income. Now, this is where it gets really juicy. There's this thing called a Dhan Yoga. You can think of it as the secret sauce. When the planets that rule those money houses we just talked about connect in a special way in your chart, it creates this powerful wealth combination. It's like you're cosmically pre-wired for prosperity. But, a map is pretty useless if you don't have anyone to help you navigate it. So that brings us to the key players in your financial story, the planets themselves. Let's think of them as the C-suite executives of your personal cosmic corporation. So we've got what you could call the big three. First up is Jupiter, the big shot CEO of wealth and expansion. Then you have Venus, who's in charge of luxury, comfort, all the finer things in life. And finally, you've got Mercury, the sharp, fast-thinking COO of commerce and smart trades. Having these three working for you in your chart, that's a total game changer. So you might have a great map and a fantastic team of cosmic officers, but any good investor, any good business person will tell you that timing is literally everything. And this brings us to one of the most crucial parts of this whole system, cosmic timing. Just look at the difference here. Think of it like a cosmic weather report. When you're in a Saturn period, it's like a long winter. It's all about hard work, discipline, and just being patient. But then a Jupiter or Venus period rolls in and bam, it's harvest time. The source material literally says it's like the universe opens the vault for you. That's your signal to start taking those smart, calculated risks. Okay, so we've seen the map, we get the importance of timing, but how do we actually turn all this cosmic information into a real-world action plan? Well, this is where it gets super practical. All right, check this out. There's a super simple three-step process to find the planet that governs your career. Let's call it your career CEO. All you have to do is find the 10th house in your chart, look at the number inside of it, and then match that number to its ruling planet. That planet is going to tell you the style and the strategy you need for professional success. And once you know who your career CEO is, you can use this guy to stack the deck in your favor. So let's say Jupiter runs your career. Well, then Thursday is your power day. Yellow is your power color. The whole idea is to align your most important moves, like a big job interview or a major presentation, with the energy of your career planet. It's like giving yourself a little cosmic edge. All right, now we have to talk about the part that makes a lot of people skeptical. Remedies. Can wearing a certain gemstone or chanting a mantra really make a difference to your bottom line? Let's see how this is explained. So the way it's framed is not about magic wands. It's about cosmic tuning. Imagine your potential for wealth is a radio station that's playing your favorite song, but it's just full of static. These remedies, the mantras, the gemstones, they're like carefully turning the dial to get a crystal clear signal. You're just aligning your own energy with the frequency of abundance. Now, for people who want to go all in, this is kind of the next level. Specific gemstones are traditionally used to amplify the power of your career planet. So if Jupiter's your guy, a yellow sapphire is the recommendation. If it's Saturn, a blue sapphire. This is definitely seen as a powerful, but more advanced step to really lock in that professional energy. But look, you don't have to go out and buy an expensive gem tomorrow. There are also some really simple, low-risk ways to start working with these energies. To get a little boost of that Jupiter wealth vibe, you could just wear a simple gold ring. For Mercury's sharp business sense, maybe keep a piece of green jade on your desk. Easy stuff. So After looking at all of this, the houses, the planets, the timing, the remedies, what's the final verdict? Is this stuff a practical map for building a better financial future? Or is it all just, well, magic? I think this quote from the source material just perfectly sums it all up. Astrology can be an incredible map. It can show you where the opportunities are, where the potential roadblocks are, and when the best times to make your move are. But it is not the engine. The map can show you exactly where the gold is buried, but you still have to be the one to pick up the shovel and do the digging. So ultimately, this isn't about just passively waiting for the stars to make you rich. It's about giving you a new tool, a new strategic lens to look at your financial life. So you've seen the map. The only question left is, where are you going to start digging?